but more connected to how something makes you feel. Because if you are connected to how something makes you feel, whether that be nourishing food, prioritizing as much sleep as you possibly can, getting out for some mindful movement, making sure that you drink water, when you make that connection, it's a lot easier for it just to become something that you do because it's something that you need to do for your mental health, rather than, oh, this is something that I have to do because I want this particular body composition change. And there's a really big difference between the motivation of the two of them, and that can also very much affect how consistent you are when you're doing something. Now, this week's podcast is actually on consistency and self-sabotage. It should be up either later today or first thing tomorrow. I'll let you know as soon as it goes up. But I just wanted to share that nice client win and that client acknowledgement, because I think it's really, really important to not just acknowledge, whether it be physical progress, but progress in so many other ways, because that's where you're going to get that true consistency and that true behavior change. So yeah, really, really proud of you. I think that I hear it is getting quite cool in some of the southern states. Actually, I know it is because my clients are telling me. And sometimes that means that it can be a little bit harder to find the motivation to exercise. You're like, oh, I'll just stay snuggled up in bed. But I wanted to give a shout out to one of my beautiful clients, because this is where you know that you've got true behavior change, in that even this morning where she was like less than 10 degrees and it was like, feels like less than 2. That's pretty dang fresh. But the reason that she's motivated to get up and move her body mindfully actually doesn't have anything to do with body composition. It actually has more to do with mental health and setting herself up for the day. She's probably one of the busiest clients that I've ever trained. She has a job that requires long hours, and she also has 2 young children and managing a family, all of the things. And instead of the reason and her motivation for getting up being around body composition, it's actually more around mental health, and it's a little bit more of a ritual and a practice to set herself up for the day. And I think that that is such a beautiful space to be in when you get there, when you're not motivated by the physical, but more around